Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Nick Ramparo studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, if you would be so kind, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel there, along with about 6,700 of the coolest people you're going to find anywhere. Some great handicappers out there. How do I know? Because every day people put up their plays in the comment section. Let us know what they're on for the day. Today should be no exception. Give us your best 5 plays of the day. You get them right, we'll give you the shout out. You get enough of them right, just like the incomparable Nick Ramparo, master of the 3-team parlay, you may be our capper of the day. So, of course, if you're looking for extra ideas, extra thoughts on the games, check out winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. Deep dives into every game going on in America every single day, and especially on Mondays and Thursdays over at Winners and Whiners. We've got our guys over there doing super deep dives, looking at all kinds of different factors, including coaching, the weather, anything that you could possibly imagine. They do a comparison and a matchup and tell you who has the advantage. So check that out over there every Monday and Thursday at winnersandwhiners.com. All right. Well, let's talk about the old record yesterday. How'd we do? Well, if you've been watching us over the weekend, it's a lot like that, as we went 0 for 3 again on the Deep-3. That is a cold streak like we have not had, everybody. So as the weather's turned cold here in my hometown, so have the picks over the weekend. We had the Denver Kansas City over in the snow here in KC, and you look at that game and you see what's well, they ended up 23-3, and you say 26 points, they weren't even close. However, in my defense, and anybody else that might have taken the over in that game, they had 3 drives that they kicked a field goal from the 5-yard line or closer. Between the 5 and the 10-yard line. They had 2 interceptions at the goal line. When they snapped the ball from the 10-yard line, Locke threw a terrible pick, and Mahomes threw a pick that took a really nice catch at the goal line there, but he did throw it into double coverage running. Should have just eaten it or thrown it out of bounds. Dumb play by both of them. So we've got 3 points instead of 7 times 3, so there's 12 points for you, and two touchdowns. 2 drives at the 10-yard line that ended in picks. There's 14 more. There's 26 points. There's our over. So it wasn't as awful as it seemed, but you know what? When you're running good, you're running good. And we were running good. That's how the day started. So, and then we had our doubleheader of Los Angeles picks that just couldn't have been worse. Just the Rams just shit the bed from the time they got off the bus down there in Dallas. Dallas showed up looking like the team everybody thought they were after the first 3 weeks of the season. And the Chargers and our old buddy Drew Brees. Oh, God. It's I can't even do it. Our old buddy Phillip Rivers. Drew Brees. That's how old I am. I remember when Drew Brees played for San Diego. Rivers going to river. They 7 turnovers. 7 turnovers is what the Chargers had. And surprise, we didn't win. So 0-3 we go. And ironically, again, on the premium side, we go 1-1. And our loss was on the Oakland game, where Oakland absolutely pissed away that game. They had a 16-3 lead, trying to cover 6.5, couldn't get it home, and in typical Oakland fashion, actually ended up losing the game outright. So, but then we had the nightcap. We had the Buffalo-Pittsburgh under, and that came in with flying colors, although not without a little bit of sweat there at the end, as we had to keep Pittsburgh out of the end zone. Luckily, Duck Hodges was playing quarterback, so that became a much easier task because he kept throwing interceptions in the end zone, which was definitely helpful to our cause. So 1-1 we go on the premium side, 0-3 we go on the Deep-3, and all we can do, kids, we pull our bootstraps tight and cap our ass off, and we try to dig out of this hole. Here we go. Let's take a look at the Colts and the Saints tonight. Well, nothing will get me out of my losing streak like taking a prop bet. So just hang in there because that's coming. Looking at the Colts and the Saints, I like this Saints team total over 27.5 right here. I love the play at this number, man. Please, if you can get it at 27.5, please do so. 28, it's still fine. You got the danger of a push, but I do like 27.5 quite a bit. The Saints average 27.6 points per game at home, and with Breeze at the helm, they average almost 29 at home. Now, this is a banged up Indy defense that was gashed by crab legs last week, and now they get the most prolific passer of all time. Well, that should certainly go well. The Colts have a pretty stout run defense, and I think the balls will start flying sooner rather than later in this one. It's a huge game for the Saints as they look to get back into a tie for the number 1 seed with Seattle and with Green Bay. They own the tiebreaker over Seattle, but in a 3-way tie, Green Bay does take that spot. So I think the Saints come out focused. I think they come out ready. And I think they bring their A game against an overmatched Indianapolis Colts squad. Give me the Saints team total over 27.5. And by the way, that number is from pointsbet.com. I didn't just pull that one out of my behind. If you wake up and it's 28 everywhere tomorrow, that was 27.5 as of midnight Eastern time here recording this one. So moving on. Taking a look at the college basketball realm as Kennesaw State goes against Murray State. Murray State is the home team here, laying 17.5. Okay, guys, I admit it. This one is absolutely personal. This Kennesaw State team really helped us start our tailspin last Friday by shooting out of their minds versus Gardner-Webb. They shot 48% from the field and 48.9% from beyond the arc, and that is their best mark in almost 3 years, as we talked about the other night. How much of an aberration were those marks? Well, after just that game, they moved from the 3rd worst shooting team in America to the 15th worst, and from the absolute worst three-point shooting team to the 10th worst. You know what, kids? I call bullshit. I think the Murray State Racers bring the Owls down from their lofty perch. 1 game is an aberration, 2 is a trend. I don't think we're going to get to 2. Give me Murray State to rebound against a terrible, terrible Kennesaw State team. Murray State laying 17 in the hook. And it wouldn't be Monday without a little prop bet. And we're going to take a look at Michael Thomas, the fine young receiver for the New Orleans Saints. He is out of the stratosphere with his numbers this season. And they have put up what would seem to be a ridiculous total of 103.5 yards. I like the over right here. This does seem like an outrageous number, but just know this: Michael Thomas is having an outrageous season. He's got 30 more catches than the receiver in second place, and he has 200 more yards on the season than the receiver in second place. He catches everything that is thrown to him. He's got the highest catch percentage in the league. Averages 109.8 yards per game. And after watching the Bucs have their way with the Colts defense, pass defense last week, I think Thomas probably has somewhere in the 10 to 12 catches range, and that should put this one comfortably over the total. Give me Michael Thomas over 103.5 yards. Give me the Murray State Racers minus 17.5, and give me those New Orleans Saints team total over 27.5 at the end of those 3 games. We're starting the week brand new. It's fresh, baby. And it's 3-0. You guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right. Let's take a look at the shout-outs for today. By the way, if you do want to get the premium service, I will put the link in the description of the video. Please click on that, follow through, and we would love to have you on the team here. Good time to get on those premium picks. We'll be doing bowl games galore. 40 bowl games coming up to you here in the next 3 weeks, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll talk about those shout-outs. Quick recap of how we do the shout-outs. If you were nice enough to take time to write something there in the comment section, we'll comment on it. And, of course, we'll then get to the picks, tell you how you did, and we'll finish it up and let you know who the capper of the day is for today. So, David Spychowski, he started the comment section off on a positive note. Because yesterday I mentioned, I know these streaks always turn around, and David says it doesn't always turn around. Well, he picked a good day to say it, because it certainly didn't today. But I still predict it will turn around, David. The astute Aardvark, oh man, the Aardvark sniffed a 3-2 day yesterday. All posted plays and no love teardrop. Yeah, dude, I didn't get it. I didn't. It used to be on YouTube every once in a while they'd kick out, and it was a couple of guys. It was Aardvark, it was G&G, who we haven't talked to in a while. Hammer and Hank would get caught up in that wash every once in a while, and I'd have to go and get him out of YouTube jail because for some reason it kicked out like they were spam. So I think now I haven't had any of those in a very long time, but I noticed that I'm just not seeing certain people's plays, and that's my theory. So sorry, Ard. I love you, brother. Bronco Devil said, talk about the Army-Navy game. Down 24 in the fourth. Hey, let's run another fullback dive. Someone tell the Army offensive coordinator there's this new innovation in football called the forward pass. How did they score 21 and take Michigan to overtime? Dude, I thought the same thing watching that team. They look great they had a different quarterback for starters. That makes a difference. But I watched that kid in the first drive. I'm like, man, I think we're going to be locked in on Army here. They look great. He's on the Bronco Devil wanted to know he's on Metcalf over 56.5 like a Bengal Tiger on Joe Burrow. Dave covers. I started doing a little day drinking yesterday. Dave said the hangover not too bad, but good God, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch the Army-Navy game. Oh my God, Army, what a joke. Please try something that works. Throw the damn ball. Whatever, I'm done with that. Moving on. I think there's a consistent theme going through these two gentlemen with the Army-Navy game. The confused Oracle. My God. Dude, you have more faith in me than my wife does. God love you. He said he's parlaying all my Deep-3 picks today. He said, I'm on target today. Oh, yes, I was definitely. He says, please don't go 0-9. Don't put that into the universe, man. And then later on, he gives me the update. Scott, you're about to go 0-9 the last 3 days. As if I didn't know. As if like, really? Oh, fuck, I had no idea. He goes, man, that is almost impossible to do. Don't I know it? He said, it's tough as going 9-0. And actually, if you think about it, it's tougher because supposedly you would have a little better than a 50-50 chance of making the right pick. You do these things, blah, blah, blah. So supposedly going 9-0 should be a little easier. But yet, here we are. He's going to tail me tomorrow. Yes. Today's the day. So the week is over. Bad luck ends today. All right, brother. I'm with you. And then, he says the nice things like that, and then he talks shit. He says the next Joe Montana will outduel Patrick Mahomes today. Nope. Still going to pick the Chiefs to win in a close one. Nope. So Denver is the best sub-500 team in the NFL this season. Okay, I'd have to think about that. They certainly played good games. Denver plus 10.5 is a steal. Nope. The Chiefs are not all that. That I kind of agree with. Although the defense, if that's for real, dude, they may have a serious team. Beating the Patriots was no big deal. Okay, yeah, they're not great. So this is an overreaction. Denver might even win outright. They might, but not this year. And then in the comment section, there was a big discussion about Drew Lock. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been watching this kid 8 years. That pass he threw in the end zone, that's Drew Lock right there. He'll lay it in there, he'll put the biscuit in the basket, and then he will throw into double coverage off his back foot. You're like, what in the fuck are you doing? So, if they can get him to stop doing that, they got Favre to do it. They stopped doing it. They got Rodgers to stop doing it. So it's possible. He's got the tools. But Pat Mahomes, it's not a one-trick pony, dude. I don't know which trick that would be. Would that be the trick about how he throws the ball better than anybody in the NFL, how he has a better rate of completion percentage rolling out than anybody in football, how he's the fastest to put up whatever. Dude, he's not a one-trick pony. Come on. He's the real deal. I'm not saying that because I'm a homer. I do see him get to play a lot. He's the real deal. Come on now. Mike Butler said, hope you get hot. You've been very cold, but it's getting better. All right, Mike. I'm with you, brother. J.E. said, I like all your picks today, Scott, but I did yesterday too. I think I've been jinxing your picks. Fuck, finally, I found the answer. Knock it off, Jay. So he's going to stay off yours, and he tries these two. He tries Cleveland plus 4.5 and Denver plus 10. My God, those are like I made them. Eldon Harris says they're always high scoring in this. No, KC and Denver will go over. Eldon, I thought the same thing, brother. I thought there were going to be more passes, which there were. I thought we'd get up and over that total. But yeah, red zone offense was dreadful. And Hammer and Hank Said, thank you, Scott, and everyone for the kind words. Said, you're a great group of fellows. I totally agree. For a bunch of strangers that are probably never going to meet each other, I think you guys are fantastic, and I'm really proud of the community that we've built here. So whether I'm winning or losing, I hope you guys do continue to watch and comment and talk to each other and have the give and take going on, because I do dig that. And the picks will get better. Tread lightly, and seriously, dude, tail me. I would. If I found somebody that was 0-9, if I just ran across somebody that was 0-9, I'd tail the shit out of him. I mean, I'd fade the shit out of him. Sorry, yeah, fade me. I absolutely would. Like, my God, I've found the golden ticket here. This guy, he misses everything. So it's like I'm like Mr. Poison of YouTube. So anyway, I appreciate everybody that watches. I always appreciate everybody that watches, but you guys that are watching through this streak, pretty damn cool. So, and we will turn around. I'm working my ass off for you. So let's see what we can do here. All right. So today's perfect attendance is the Confused Oracle, J.E., Eldon Harris, Stanley, Kent P., Hammer and Hank, Daniel Ruan, and Aldo Har, the astute Aardvark. He got himself juiced. And our moneymakers, our earners out there today was Mean Green going 3-2 plus 80. Cyrus Queen goes 3-0-1 straight, 0-1 on his teaser, but that's still good for plus 90 on the day. Assassin Sports, he goes 1-0 on the day, put up a two-team 7-point teaser. He goes plus 1 or 7 point, 6 point, whatever it was. Put up a 6 or 7 point teaser, plus 100. Barham Dog Jenkins, he goes 3-1 straight, plus 190. Steve Godon, our old buddy, goes 4-1, plus 290. But Thomas McCool, man, he goes 4-0, plus 400. His only push was the Carolina game. Well done, Thomas. 4-0 plus 400. You, my friend, are our capper of the day. Way to go, buddy. If you got a basketball pick for us tomorrow, maybe something from the hockey world, whatever it is, whatever you're on, if you want to throw it up there for your capper of the day, play of the day, we appreciate it. I know Hammer and Hank hit his capper of the day, play of the day. That was the Miami over. Nice job, Hank. And, well done. And well done to Thomas. Congratulations, brother. And congratulations to everybody that made money. All right, guys. For those of you that didn't, I'm in the same boat. Let's pick up our oars. Let's paddle. Let's start this week off. Let's fire it up, all right? But no matter what happens, you know me, man. I'll be back here tomorrow. We'll be talking about it. I'll be bitching about my bad beats. Y'all will be counting your fat stacks. And then, it'll be Tuesday. Time for a lot of basketball. We'll jump in there. We'll fire it up. We'll do it all again, all right? Guys, have a great day. Good luck on all of your plays. And I'll see y'all back at the window. Take care.